Annikan really wanted to talk about this. It happened last week. I kind of touched on it on last week's show, which was Cleveland.
Yes.
And RG3 getting signed, Annikan really didn't get to have his take on this. And I thought it would be appropriate, being that you are a RG3 expert, the resident RG3 expert here.
Yeah.
He got signed by the Cleveland Browns. Do you think RG3 is going to bounce back with Cleveland under the Hugh Jackson system?
Yes, honestly, I feel this is the perfect. I mean, I've heard some bogus theories that, the cold weather in Cleveland is going to expose RG3's fragility. It's going to expose, the cold weather when you're injury prone. Cold weather is not the best environment to play in. And I mean, I don't know, to me, I just found that useless. I found that
I think that theory is a little out there.
Yeah, I'm cold.
I don't think it's going to work. But the reason why I don't think it's going to work, as I elocuted last week on the show, was nothing works in Cleveland.
Yeah,
nothing works.
No, but yes, which has historically yes, but this year I feel that. I mean, obviously, Johnny Manziel's not there, so that's good. One distraction gone out the window. I think that if Josh Gordon can get his act together and please be on the field this year, Josh Gordon.
Just stop smoking weed.
Yeah,
real talk. Just stop smoking weed. It's against the rules. Whether your opinion on weed is pro or not.
I mean, you are in an organization that is paying you millions, elevating your quality of life. Just conform, please.
That's the thing.
For the sake, I mean, there's not many better deals you get from conforming than this.
Yeah.
So just please, if Josh Gordon, I mean, he had over 1,600 yards in 14 games 3 years ago. If he can get, I mean, the combination of him and RG3 is going to be lethal, and that's where I think RG3 is going to thrive. I feel that. Obviously, he's going to regress. He's not going to really try and utilize his athletic abilities as a runner. I feel he's going to be a pocket passer. And I think once he has somebody like a top target like Josh Gordon to throw to, it's going to raise and elevate his confidence exponentially, and it can produce results for Cleveland. But I feel that he has to be back. Josh Gordon has to be there. They have guys like Joe Hayden on defense.
But that's one thing. The defense has been wasted for the last 3 years on garbage quarterbacks. The thing is that every time there's a quarterback who's supposed to save Cleveland, they don't save Cleveland.
But
RG3 is just I don't expect a guy who hasn't played a single down of football in a year to come back and suddenly save this team, this disgrace of a team. Every time we see a Cleveland Browns game, especially late in the season, it's like garbage everywhere. Disgrace. Everybody sucks, except for the defense for the last 3 years. And quarterbacks, garbage left, right, and center. And Brady Quinn couldn't save him. Johnny Manziel didn't save him. And now I expect RG3, a guy who hasn't played a snap in 2015, to save him. It's just not in my mind, I don't see it. I don't want to be negative. I really hope he can do better.
I see it. As long as he can stay protected, as long as his line can protect him, which I don't have much faith in that Cleveland offensive line.
And that's another thing. The Cleveland offensive line is garbage too.
But no, I still feel like RG3, when you sit out a year, for the right people, it can do something. And RG3 is one of those people. Please, try and sympathize. Try and just understand.
Okay.
I understand all your reservations about Cleveland as a potential a bust every season, but with RG3, I really feel like something amazing is going to happen. I just feel it. I can see it. Him.
Yeah,
Josh
maybe
Gordon.
we're going to discover Narnia too. Come on.
No. It's not. No, if Josh Gordon is there, RG3 is going to thrive. If Josh Gordon, that's my main thing. He just has to play within himself, because the thing with RG3 is that once he starts to get injured, it becomes just survival mode for him as opposed to trying to win. He's just trying to survive on the field, and that's what we saw in 2013 and 2014. Once he gets hit big, and once he starts to feel a little gimpy, he forgets about winning, and it's all about just trying to survive and stay on the field, which is not the mentality you have to have as a quarterback. You're trying to win games. Just trying to stay on the field, it's bad. Because when you're injured, you're focusing more on the injury than on your performance.
Yeah, but Josh Gordon is also another guy who
he's going to snap a football. He can get back to that offensive rookie of the year level that we saw in 2012. He can.
Don't get me wrong. I really hope he could. especially the way Washington treated him down the stretch, I really hope he can. I really hope Cleveland can find it because those fans have been being down for so long. But come on. You have a quarterback who hasn't played in 2015. You have a wide receiver who hasn't played in 2015. You have a garbage offensive line, and you have a wasted defense. It's just not a recipe for success. It's not. Is it a recipe for success?
It's not, but as presently constructed, but you never know. Things can happen over the offseason if they get some good draft picks. I really feel RG3, this is a new beginning for him. And I think just getting out of that negative Washington environment with all the cynicism, vitriol, and venom that he faced on a week in, week out basis, like, this guy was treated just short of a criminal. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a guy that he may have felt himself a bit in his first and second year when he was thriving. Like, give the guy a break. This guy isn't Josh Gordon. This guy isn't Johnny Manziel. This guy isn't Greg Hardy. Guys who actually did things and were celebrated. Like, I mean, Greg Hardy was celebrated in a sense when he got to Dallas. Like, no matter what vantage point you want to see it from, like, he was quickly signed when he was made available. Like, RG3, this is somebody who's always been a stand-up guy. He hasn't done anything wrong. And everybody in sports to some degree has. You have to have a level of cockiness and confidence if you want to thrive. You have to be sure of yourself and be assertive in expressing yourself.
I mean, let me just say as a side note, Josh Gordon technically didn't do anything wrong. He has a drug issue, right?
But it's something wrong against the code of ethics in the NFL.
In the NFL, right? Which isn't really a great code of ethics.
And it's illegal. So you have to look into that.
No, I understand. But like, my point is,
he's done nothing wrong. I don't care about this whole, some guys didn't know. That's nonsense. He did nothing wrong. And the way he was excoriated and vilified in the media in Washington with Jay Gruden, it's honestly a joke. He did nothing.
Yeah,
he did nothing.
He did nothing.
This guy was just put in a doghouse for no reason.
Yeah, I think that, like,
Kirk
the media,
Cousins, please.
No, I think the media put him in a doghouse, but like, I think Jay Gruden legitimately saw something in Kirk Cousins.
But see, it wasn't just seeing something in Kirk Cousins. It was how he went. Many times he went out of his way to isolate and ostracize RG3 in the process. You can say, "Oh, this is our guy," and just leave the other guy be. But to send these subtle messages, "Oh, RG3, he's not wanted here. Oh, RG3, there's an issue with teammates." RG putting out all these statements. What's to what avail? What's the purpose of that? Just focus on the guy you chose. Move on. Yeah. You don't need to try and ostracize and denigrate the character, image, and abilities of another person to just make yourself feel validated and to somehow feel vindicated in the decision you made.
I 100% agree on the character decision and all that. I just think
he did nothing wrong.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and that's the reason why I would like it to work. Do I think it's going to work? Absolutely not. Like, that's my point. It's not a good spot. It's not. It's not a good spot. It's not. It's not. And
I think it is. I think it is. I still think it is, and I believe Cleveland with RG3 next year, they're going to go far.
Yeah, because your heart tells you to.
No, it's not because I
believe in Narnia. And you believe in Lucky Charms.
Just what I've seen them do healthy
magical recipes, and also you believe in us going Super Saiyan and defeating cells in the cell games. But it's not happening. No. These things don't happen.
No. I just really feel that if those things happen, then it's gonna. If Josh Gordon and him are both there and ready, Josh Gordon's not an issue of health. It's just his brain and just making right decisions.
Yeah, he just stop smoking weed, man.
Please,
that's my thing.
Please,
stop smoking weed.
Like
you're in the NFL.
yourself.
They don't allow this, so stop doing it. They don't allow it. Stop doing it. Anyway.